Hey y'all, Instinct Survival is coming again with another Two Tip Tuesday. Out from underneath the shelter because the storm finally just destroyed it. So today we're going to have a little bit of a history lesson. We're going to talk about haversacks and a whistle. All right, so let's actually go in reverse order. Let's talk about the whistle first. So one of the things that Sean Blanchard, buddy of mine from Georgia Bushcraft, has drilled into my brain is you need a whistle in your backpack or in your kit. And the reason being is because it's great for signaling. If we look at signaling devices as a whole, the only one outside of a proper survival whistle that is recommended by search and rescue is a conch shell, believe it or not, and it's approved by the US Navy and Coast Guard. So there is that. Now, why would you have this? Because when you're out actually lost in the woods or doing search and rescue or fill in the blank, and you need to be found or signal someone else, you need something like this. And what I'm looking at is specifically the high pitched tone and then bursts of threes, right? So that's the international distress signal, threes. So if we blow this one 3 times, no telling what's gonna happen. That loud piercing sound echoes throughout and makes my dogs go nuts off the camera. So definitely recommend adding this to your bag. Going ballistic. Anyway, this one's a nice one. It's got a nice lanyard to it. You can pick them up at Walmart. Again, my buddy Sean Blanchard, I know he's got well over 300 of them in his collection. All different types, all different sizes, all different noise variations and decibel lengths, and my ears are still ringing from this one. So hopefully you can hear the next thing I'm going to talk to you about, which is the haversacks. Now, haversack was actually invented by the Germans, right? And it was actually, if I pronounce it wrong, I apologize, but I'm not German. So a Haversacks is something that was created. Is actually an oat bag with a handle, right? And it was designed for feeding horses. Well, what happened is in 1910, the US Army decided to adopt it for part of their gear. In that, it's actually been recorded back to Civil War and Revolutionary War as well, but in 1910 they adopted it as part of their regular kit, and the purpose and design of it at that time was to carry 40 rounds of ammo and 4 days of rations. That's pretty cool, right? Nowadays we use them for everything, right? I don't necessarily go in and put my food in here, but I can. I actually did a video on Scout, what's in my bag as a Scout, which will come up right there. And at that point, you can see what I actually do carry in my Scout kit. Now, keeping in mind that there's some different variations of it. Hidden Woodsman's got one, Pathfinder's got one, that's what this one is. And this is the extra large one, just as a by the way. Fan of this one. But I started downsizing when I started downsizing my kit. And this one was actually created by Tim Foxtrot and Matt Gillenwater up at Reliance Leatherworks. And this is actually a coconut button with a nice drawstring on it. But both of them, what I like about it, it's a big open kit, a big open bag, if you will, oilskin in these cases. And it's actually got a top piece to it. So I can actually put a notebook in there if I wanted to, which I do. Check out the video. And same with this one, right? It's a little bit bigger. It does have a top one, great for maps and things of that nature. But what are the differences in sizes in this case? So if you do go watch that video, you'll see the difference in sizes. Okay, so definitely a big difference in the way those are. Now, why do I recommend it? Because it's great for scouting. It's great for if you're just doing a little day trip. You don't necessarily have to carry a backpack. But the benefit is there's a lot of stuff that I can fit in this small one, and even more so, I could actually create a kit and have done it before to put into the bigger one where I wouldn't have to carry a backpack at all. It carries, you know, my tarp, it carries my water, it carries a couple of other things, and I'm set. I'm good for a nice trip. A little bit of extra stuff in there, including food, whereas my Scout kit rarely has any food other than something like jerky or ramen. So there is that. Guys, that's it. Very short, very simple. I do recommend these. Where can you pick them up? Online. I'll put a link down below for the one at Self-Reliance Outfitters for those of you that want that. This is, again, the extra large one. They've got the one that's this size as well, which is the smaller one. But again, I couldn't pass up this deal. Handmade. I didn't have to worry about anything else, and these guys did a great fantastic job. And he goes, hey, we actually have one sitting in the closet. Would you like it? Yes, I would. Thank you. So great guys over there. They're not making these anymore, by the way. Just you can't buy it from there. They're not making these. So I got the last one. How about that? Anyway, guys, thanks for all you do. Thanks for your likes, your comments, subscribes, and shares. I do appreciate it. Until then, use your instincts to survive. Thanks for watching.